draft offline? And in my opinion, I believe that it depends. It depends in the lifetime of FIFA. For example, if you are just starting FIFA and there is no much options of, I don't know how to call it in English, of pack openings. For example, you only have these kinds of packs to win with the FIFA points, and it's an early moment of the game. In that moment, it's very convenient to play food draft offline. Why? Because when you play a food draft, obviously the rewards are a lot worthless than playing online, but you have to know that at the beginning of each game, the offer is very low and the price of the players is very high. So it's very convenient that you at the beginning of each FIFA you sell everything that you have, every player that you have to sell it right away because there is a low offer. And if you check in the website of Foodbean, for example, you can realize that the moment where players are in the highest price is at October 7 to October 10. So in that moment, it's very convenient to sell your players. Now I'm going to open my packs of my food draft offline. I was just chilling around playing with this team, trying to make the skills moves again and that stuff. So I'm going to see what I'm going to get from this food draft. Okay, for example, let's make that I'm just playing FIFA 19 and the first day, for example, there are only these two options. I spent 300 FIFA points to play the draft and I get this pack and I get this pack, which this is worth 300 FIFA points, I believe, but this is much better and much worth it. So if I'm playing FIFA and it is earlier, it's like September, October, it's very convenient to play food draft offline and online. Obviously, the rewards are much higher if you play online. So, for example, let's imagine that we are at the beginning of FIFA 19 and I have this pack. Well, I wasn't lucky this time, but well, I wasn't lucky at all with this pack. Let's see the other one. No, not like this time. Yeah, but for example, let's imagine that we get let's imagine that we get David Carvajal or any 84 to 85 rider player. For example, Lacazette at the beginning of FIFA 18, it was worth 250k, for example. Carvajal from Real Madrid was worth like 40 to 60k. Casemiro was worth around 60k. Dembele was worth about 50k. Mbappe was worth like 50k. So my opinion about the food draft is that they are worth it if you are at the beginning of the game and if you don't have many options to buy packs. Okay, so if you are at the middle game, for example, in March, in February, it's not worth it to play a food draft offline anymore because the price of the player has dropped already to that time and you're not going to get too much profit. So you should be very lucky to get profit at that time. But I insist, if you are at the beginning of the game, before October the 10th, it's very useful to play draft to get a packs, and the easiest way to get packs from the lowest amount of FIFA points, it's playing draft. So you play offline food draft, which is very easy to win. You will have a rewards worth it about 500 FIFA points, maybe 600 if you are lucky, or even more. And if you play online food draft, obviously, if you win it, which is a little bit harder, you will get a much better rewards. And the rewards that you get, I don't care if you get Messi, I don't care if you get Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't care if you get Mbappe, you sell right away before October the 10th. Then you wait a few weeks and you buy it again. If you consider the 5% of taxes that they charge to you, you will get anyways profit. Okay, so now I'm going to speak about when to buy sell players. Nobody has a video about this, so I believe that it's very convenient to have an opinion because many people ask when should I buy, when should I sell. In FIFA we have the events, for example, the Team of the Year event, the Team of the Season event, the On the Watch events. So when those events comes to FIFA, people starts to buy packs. They buy packs, they open packs, they start to play food draft online, which becomes really hard when these events are on. People start to buy these packs events when yeah drop, for example, 10,000 packs of 2,000 FIFA points. So people starts getting FIFA points. They start opening packs. So the offer in the market of players is very high. For example, before Team of the Year, Ronaldo is worth, for saying something, it's worth 1 million. Okay. Then after the Team of the Year event, you have another Cristiano Ronaldo, which is the substitute to Cristiano Ronaldo. So because of that reason, you now have Cristiano Ronaldo and you have a substitute, the same player with better qualities that you can buy. So immediately the price of Cristiano Ronaldo is going to drop. And obviously with these people opening this much packs in way to get a Team of the Year player, in way to get a Team of the Season players, they also are getting regular Cristiano Ronaldos, for saying something. So the offer in the market of Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be higher. So how will you sell? How can you sell a Cristiano Ronaldo if there is someone, if there are 10,000 people with the same car of you? The only way that you have to sell your car instead of people buying the car of other person is using the factor price. You have no other choice than selling cheaper. So that's the way, or that's the moment when you should buy players. Just after the FIFA events. Okay, if you see that it's coming, for example, Team of the Year event, you save your money. Save your money if you want your Messi, if you want your Neymar, save your money and wait a few days and buy. The price are going to drop always after the FIFA events. And the prices are going to be higher at the beginning of the game always. So if you want to spend some money in FIFA and you want to start a FIFA with a nice amount of gold that you are thinking maybe buying 12,000 FIFA points, you buy the FIFA points and you spend immediately. You spend in draft, you spend in packs, and you get your cards, but you have to wait. You have to wait to the inflation. So what is the inflation? Um, at the very first moment of FIFA, there is going to be people with lowest amount of coins because nobody starts with the coins of the previous FIFA, and you know that you have to play games and use your EA catalog to get the 10 games with 1,000 coins and that stuff. So it's going to be a few amounts of money in the market, and it's going to be a few offer in the market. So if you combine both things, you are going to find a low offer. And for example, in the first day, I believe that it's very convenient to buy shadow cards, shadow cards, shadow cards. I don't believe that they are going to be very expensive. Maybe 1K, you buy shadow cards, shadow cards, shadow cards. You storage in your transfer list, and then you sell to 5K to 5K when the inflation goes up. That is when I'm saying 10 of October, 7 of October approximately. So that's the perfect moment to sell. So when I should buy players, just after the events, after the tots, after the totis. Uh, when should I sell? Before, because after the events the price drops. If I have a Cristiano Ronaldo before the Team of the Year event, I decide to play Fortnite for a week, and then I come back to FIFA and I'm going to find out that Cristiano Ronaldo maybe drop 150k coins. So oh damn, I lost money, and that's the way you lost money in FIFA. Get getting money is very easy if you know the basic principles of economy. So I believe that that's all of my video. I'm not missing anything. Yes, I'm missing something. FIFA offers this, which I make a lot of profit. I have some videos from my FIFA 18, but they are in Spanish because I'm from Chile. So this way, FIFA offers you this every week. I believe that in English is Mark 3 up or whatever, when FIFA offers you, for example, packs in exchange of squads with certain numbers of players from these teams, and these teams are normally the teams that are going to play in the week the biggest games. For example, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Milan, Roma in this case. So what I do, I try to check in several websites which are of the most interesting games, and always there is one obvious game. For example, Milan versus Roma. And always there are these classic, for example, Ipswich against Norwich, that are not so predictive, for saying in a way. Um, I buy player. Always I buy left defenders and right defenders. Why? Because left defenders can be used for chemistry as midfielders from left, and strikers, left and right strikers. So they can use these positions, and in terms of chemistry, they will always give you something. For example, if you put it here, it gets full chemistry. If you put it here, they are going to give you a less chemistry, and if you put it as SDI, I believe that is in English, um, they give you less chemistry. But always they are going to give you some chemistry. For example, if you put in that place MC, you are going to get you are not going to get that chemistry with the car. So when the events comes to FIFA, for example, the tots, if you do this, the people is going to be crazy for doing these challenges. They're going to be crazy. So the price of those players is going to be ridiculously high. At the last year, when the team of no the on the watch came up, I remember that it was a classic Fulham, no, Tottenham against, I don't remember which one was it, but I bought a lot of Trippiers, a lot of DFIs from Tottenham, a lot. I got like maybe 80 of the same players, and I put them in my transfer lists, and I waited until I was lucky, and they dropped an SBC with Tottenham, and like the people was so crazy opening packs to get to see if they get on the watch card. I bought my cards for 500, 600 coins in, I don't know how to say it in English. It's bits, and I sold right away for 3k, 2k at the highest moment. So I made a crazy amount of money. So those are my tips to get money in FIFA. It's very easy. It's worth to FIFA 18, FIFA 19, FIFA 20, and the FIFA that your kids are going to play, that your sons are going to play, is worth anyways, and it will be always worth because the economy principles, they are not going to change. It's only basic economy, and that's it. If if you like the video, subscribe, and if you don't like it, subscribe anyways, please. I'm going to make more videos when FIFA 90 gets online. I already bought the best edition, so I'm going to be making this kind of videos very soon. Please subscribe. Bye bye.